Hi, I'm Nikki,
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Jamie.
and this is America's Ass is a Galcast. Hey, I got it on the first try that time.
Look at you.
Nice. So I just want to say off the bat, look what was on sale at Mariano's.
Raspberries.
Got my raspberries today, ladies.
I got this from Aldi.
What is it? Cookie dough? It's just plain old cookie dough?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that looks so good.
Tell me the calorie
It's so
count.
fucking good.
No, don't tell me the calorie count. Wait, yes. Tell me the calorie count. No, yes. Do it. Tell it. Tell it to
Decide
me.
yes or no.
Yes. Tell me.
180 calories, but there's 2 servings in here, so
90 calories a but still 2 servings for 180 calories. That's not bad. That's a lot. That's what, like 8 ounces?
No. 3.5.
It
doesn't look like a lot, but it's rich.
Yeah.
Like it tastes like you're eating raw cookie dough. So like
I'm going to the Aldi's tomorrow.
This is enough. And they sell them in packs of 4.
Where did you find it? Is it in the refrigerator section?
I Instacart things because I accidentally go out shopping. So
no, I get it. Hey,
it was on the Aldi special finds section in Instacart. So I was oh fuck it, let's see if they can actually shop it and find it. So
yeah, I'm gonna swing by there tomorrow because I can do that during the day because my kids are in school and I have yet to start work. So I could do that.
I just had Rice Krispies.
That's awesome. Rice Krispies are so good though.
My 45 calories mini Rice Krispie treats.
Man, you want to know what? This bowl of raspberries, which are nowhere near as satisfying as your cookie dough. These are 190 calories because it's a big.
But that's a lot more. I'm sure it fills you up though.
But really, do you want quality or quantity? I'm going for quality. Yeah, I'm going for cookie dough.
Yeah.
How are you guys? What's new?
Thank God tomorrow's Friday.
Yay!
Just go with that.
Yeah, it's been a week. Hey, guess what, Jamie? 7 planets are all in retrograde at the same time. That's why things are fucking bonkers. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And we're coming up on a full moon. So buckle your seatbelt. Shit's about to get real. Okay.
I don't know if I can handle much more, but okay.
Yeah, right.
So
what is Nugget's new word?
Cap.
What? Cap? Like I'm gonna pop a cap in your ass?
Or Captain America, sure.
Or Captain America.
Cap, like Captain America's nickname.
Hey, I live in the city. Things are different.
I love it.
Like you show him a picture of Captain America and he says Cap.
That's awesome. That is parenting done right there.
She texted me that last night. I was like, okay, 1, we have to mention it on the podcast.
Yeah.
2, how can I love that kid even more than I already do?
Right?
I fucking love that kid.
What's he gonna be for Halloween? Have you figured out
what dog?
He's gonna be? He's gonna be Mickey?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
awesome.
That's gonna be hot dog everything.
Cannot
wait. I think Bark is gonna be Pluto if I can get him to wear the costume.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you get Martin to wear it? Martin is her dog, by the way.
I mean, he'll put on anything.
Yeah.
He's just not happy about it.
I'll come and bring Haya. She's got a pumpkin costume.
Yeah, we like Haya. So I was like, Bhutan is gonna love when I tell her that you say Cap. And he's like, Haya. I'm like, yes, Haya too.
My dog's name is Hetty, and Nugget calls her Haya.
Okay. All right.
And whenever he sees me, he always says Haya. Because when I come over, I bring my dog.
Right.
And so he's like, okay, you're here. Where's the little one? Where's Haya? You always have your puppy with you.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
So
that was fun.
That's cute. That's cute. My kids are going to be lucky if they live through the week because they're being such difficult children this week.
Oh no.
Today was a good day. Today was a really good day, but man, oh man, they are not adjusting to school very well. They haven't been in school for a year and a half. The last time they were in school, they were kindergartners, and they are now second graders. So just let that sink in.
It's changed.
They don't, it's like they forgot how to be in school. So yeah, we're having issues. But I mean, today was a really good day. We took all their electronics away, everything, TV, CD, their new boombox. I bought them. Remember, I bought them a boombox a couple weeks ago, and their Best of Sticks in Kansas is what they chose. What my kids, only my kids would choose that as their first CD, but whatever. So took it all away. Took away their iPad. Took away what computer privileges they did have, which wasn't a lot because this shit's expensive. I'm not letting them ruin that. The iPad is like our old iPads from before they were born. So whatever.
Right.
But like we took it all away, and they did earn one of their electronics after dinner until bedtime today because they were so good at school. So they both chose iPads very wisely because they can do all of everything on the iPad. They can watch TV on there. Smart. They can listen to music. They're not dumb, you know. But they I'm glad that Nugget is prospering in this time of planets retrograde.
Yeah, he is. He's doing good. He's
soaking up.
He's hanging tough.
Good. Hanging tough. Speaking of, my daughter just found my New Kids on the Block CDs.
Yes.
And I could not have been prouder. The other day, she's in her room with her new boombox, and I hear, oh. She's singing along. I'm like, my dream has come true.
It's full circle.
Well, now if she would just let me braid her hair, I'd have like the little girl I've always dreamt of.
Oh,
she still won't even let me braid her hair. She's like, get away.
She'll get there.
Yeah, eventually, you know. How's work going, Liz?
All right. We had 2 days of, 5-hour meetings. So gross. 10 hours in 2 days of nonstop meetings. That was great.
Is it like required, like yearly, like you have to go over things like?
No, I mean, we just kind of like updates and stuff. I mean, yeah, I guess like the last time we had it was in January. Okay. So we do at least like 2 a year.
Okay.
But at least it wasn't going to be in person like we were planning. So like the first day we were supposed to be downtown and then have like drinks or dinner after, because that was when things kind of were opening up. And then we were going to go, yesterday was supposed to be going in the suburbs. We were going to go to like my boss's country club and just kind of like have meetings and then like hang out and like play tennis or something. And
what do you do at a country club? Believe me, even if I had the money to join a country club, they wouldn't accept me. I am not country club material.
Well, it's either like golf or tennis or cattle tennis.
What's did you say cattle tennis? Like cow tennis?
Paddle.
I basically cattle like moo.
Like a paddle, like
paddle with a P, paddle tennis in some parts of the country they call ping pong.
No, No, it's not. It's like
pickleball.
It's like pickleball, but it's different.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like a heated court and it's like, this really hard paddle. And one of the guys, when we did it 2 years ago before Rona, got really into it, got so excited, whipped it, follow through, hit himself right in the middle of his forehead.
Oh God.
Was bleeding all over, and my boss had to take him to the hospital.
No.
Oh fuck. I'd have been like, you're not invited.
So he was gone for like 2 hours. I'm just glad it wasn't me, because that is something I do, because I'm not very coordinated, and I feel like when I'm in front of like not strangers, I mean they're my coworkers, but like different people, like I just feel like I'm so uncoordinated that I would just like fall and like trip. And I mean, hey, the first time I ever went on vacation, I went to New York, and within an hour of being there, I almost broke my elbow.
Oh my God. What happened? What'd you do?
We got there right away, and my friend and I, we still had like,
wait, time out.
We were only there for a couple days.
Time out. Was this your first vacation as an adult by yourself without your family? Or is this your first vacation ever?
This is that was my first time on an airplane, like going somewhere else outside of the Midwest.
Ever. Okay. All right.
Ever. So outside of Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan.
Right. Which is where our parents vacation with us. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because we're Midwesterners. Heaven forbid if we ever leave the Midwest. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my first time.
Our parents are all the same generation. It's like that for all three of us.
Right. Yeah, it's like get in the station wagon.
Yes.
Yeah. Drive like 2 hours away. We're in the middle of Indiana, and this is our vacation home.
Yeah.
So my friend and I, we had because we were only going for like a Friday to Sunday, or I think it was like Monday morning, and then we were going to work.
Okay.
So it was just a long weekend in New York. So we, just had backpacks and stuff, and like duffel bags, or like I just had like a giant purse and a backpack. Like that was my luggage.
Okay. Yeah.
My carry-on stuff. Like I didn't have a suitcase or anything.
Yeah.
Well, so I took that with me, and because we didn't check in the hotel yet, and we rented bikes to bike around Central Park. Okay. As everybody knows, I'm very short. I'm 5'1". Okay. I'm like a little kid on a bike.
Like your feet.
I can't have a standard bike. I have short legs.
Right.
So I'm trying to ride this bike with this big, huge backpack full of my clothes and crap and a duffel bag. So uneven on the bike, fell off of it 3 times. Each time I fell on my left elbow. Every single time.
Oh,
swear to God, I thought I broke my elbow. Like a week later, I went to the like care station and got an x-ray because I was like, my fingers are tingling. Like,
oh no,
what is wrong with me?
Yeah, I have a question. Did you see any plays while you were in New York?
We did.
Did you happen to see Captain America the musical?
No, but I want to, because there needs to be Captain America the musical. If anybody saw the preview for Hawkeye.
Wait, okay, that's gonna be our, let's do it.
Our news.
Well, first of all, I have to say welcome to America's Asses. We are an MCU centric podcast by women for everybody, right, ladies?
Absolutely.
You got it.
All right, finish your story.
So we saw Rock of Ages when we were there.
Oh, I've seen that too.
The second time was we saw Annie.
Oh, classic.
Because Jane Lynch was in it, and I used to work with her nephew. Oh. And then I used to work with him. We used to sit next to each other.
I love Jane Lynch.
So he had gotten us to meet her backstage. So we got tickets to it, and he said, if you guys get tickets, I'll be able to get you backstage to meet her.
And you got to meet her?
Mm-hmm.
That's flipping awesome.
Yeah, that's a great story.
That's an awesome story.
So that was the second time I went to New York, but the first time I went to New York, we saw Rock of Ages, and I almost broke my elbow.
So of all the places
I had a severe bruising on my elbow.
A contusion.
Like a severe bone bruise.
Yeah, that's called
that's
contusion.
What they said. Yeah.
Oh, honey.
They thought they were like because the way it looked, they were like, come on, this has to be broken. Like it was huge, and black and blue. And
did you have to go to the doctor in New York? You went?
No.
When you came home?
When I came home.
Like
I
a
was
good
like,
day
seriously, I'm not.
Like a good day ago, you waited because you didn't want to pay the higher prices.
For out-of-state care.
Right. I'm in a different state. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I'll suck it up.
And you're what, like 21, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know how to adult yet. Yeah. It was a miracle you made it to New York.
Well, I was with my friend who's 10 years older than me, but still, I was like, I'm fine. I'm good. Just, got ice from the ice machine and slept with ice on my elbow all night.
Oh, honey.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you know one place I've never been? New York.
Really?
Same.
I know. Me of all people, Miss Theater Geek. Never been to New York. Nope. I've driven through, not New York City, but I've driven through the state of New York. And we've gone to like Niagara Falls and Buffalo and, Teddy Roosevelt's birthplace.
You just need to be there for a long weekend and that's enough.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was overwhelming. And I'm like, let me go back to like the Loop in Chicago. Like, and that was, fast paced before everything. And I was like, this I could handle. New York it's like, all right, I've been there for 3 days. I'm good. It's time to go home.
Yeah. New York City is definitely one of my go-to dream vacations. I've always wanted to go, I want to see a Broadway play, but like there's so many to see and I don't want to waste my weekend on shitty shows,
Right.
So
I just really wish I went when Chris Evans was there.
What was he in?
He was in a play.
Do you know what play it was?
Which one do you know?
What was it called? He was the cop where he had that creepy mustache. Remember when he had that mustache?
No, I don't remember that. He had a creepy mustache. We must find this picture. Here's the thing. I like plays. I don't like straight plays. I like either comedies or musicals, and that's about it. Like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Okay. Classic. I get it. Whatever.
Lobby Hero.
Lobby Hero. Like lobby of a hotel?
Yeah.
Lobby Hero. Yeah, never heard of it. How long did it run? It
was only like a month or two.
Yeah, it wasn't very successful.
It was like a limited time. It wasn't like a long.
Limited time means it's a shitty show. That's what it means. Limited time is a nice way of saying we got to put this up because we're contractually obligated, but we're closing it because it's a shitty show. That's what that means.
He does have a creepy mustache.
Send it here. Let me see it.
Okay. Sending it now.
I'm going to send you guys the screenshot I took of us talking earlier today. Ugh. He looks like a rapey cop.
He was a cop in the play.
Like a rapey cop though. Those like Oh, he was? Oh, I got this. We got to use this as our picture for promo of something. All three of us look awesome. Look at that picture. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like seriously, can the three of us look any more unattractive? Like seriously, I was seriously just trying to take a picture of Jamie eating her cookie dough because I thought it was funny, and all three of us
totally
are like
enjoying that, and
Yeah,
I'm just
she
like,
was.
what?
Let's just say 2 out of the 3 of us, if you don't look at anyone else, you think that we're doing something really bad.
And then the third person is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like the third person is like the person you see in the corner watching it happen.
Yeah, the voyeur.
Holy
all right,
God.
let's do the Marvel news. Guess what dropped this week, girls?
Okay.
The Hawkeye trailer dropped this
freaking
week.
Excited.
It has everything we could possibly dream
excited.
of. Right?
I'm excited for it.
It's set in New York City during Christmas. And there's
and
a
then
musical.
What does this dumbass say?
What'd
Wait,
you say?
I thought it was a movie. It was supposed to be a series. Like, where the hell have I been?
That's all right. You know, whatever. It's fine. So, but yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of Easter eggs that I've yet to go through. Like, there's so many, I don't know. There's so many, like, people are analyzing. I don't like it when people analyze trailers, because trailers are meant to deceive you. There's always scenes in trailers that don't appear in movies, or I mean, they're there to deceive you. But I'll tell you this, one part of the trailer that totally impressed me was the fact that Hawkeye saw I can't say this fucking word, so don't make fun of me, the Molotov cocktail, right? Molotov?
Yeah.
Molotov? Molotov cocktail. Anyway, the bottle that with flames. Mr. Big makes fun of me all the time because I can never say it, and he giggles at me. I'm like, shut up, just correct me and move on. Don't be giggling at me. So anyway, Molotov, right? Molotov cocktail. He sees it, he breaks the window, catches it, and throws it back at them. Oh my God. I'm like, oh my God.
He's a baddie.
And they're seeing Captain America the musical. And
Rogers.
I'm sorry, Rogers the musical. And have you seen the TikToks of this guy who actually made the soundtrack to it already?
No.
Oh
no!
I'm gonna have to find
it to me.
No, I didn't send it because I thought maybe I'm like, oh, she's gonna see this, because we always see the same stuff anyway. We have the same algorithm now. So
true.
Thank God. Thank you for fixing my algorithm, ladies. That's all I have to say.
Problem.
Thank God. I still got some like vaccine bullshit on there, but it's not as prominent as the thirst traps and the. Right now, Alyssa and I don't know about you, Jamie. Alyssa and I keep sharing with each other, different Marvel men being morphed into one.
Oh.
Did you see? I sent it to you, Jamie. You have to look at it.
I haven't looked at it yet.
It was Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth morphed together.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
Holy mackerel. There are so many of those. This one, I don't even know what the person's name is, but holy crap. These people look beautiful. Even RDJ, which I don't find him attractive in the least. I do not find him attractive. Him morphed into other people too. Oh my God. They're all just so beautiful, right?
Oh my.
Right?
The RDJ and the Chris Evans one
is so good looking. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Like, look at that face of yours. You're like, nah, nah, nah.
Ooh, Hiddleston and Hemsworth.
Ooh. Yeah. Those eyes, baby. Anyway, so we've got Rogers the musical, which is clearly ripped off of Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna state an unpopular opinion. Not a fan of Hamilton. Nope. I was so excited when it came to Disney Plus. I'm like, okay.
I still haven't watched it, so
don't bother. You like it a lot? Well, that's okay. You can like it. We don't have to have the same taste.
I saw it downtown.
Did you?
Chicago. Yeah. And I thought it was great.
Okay. I guess it's different if you see it live.
Yeah. But I love the soundtrack. I listened to it like a million times. But yeah, I think I've seen it twice.
I've never seen it.
I saw it once, and then I think I saw it second time.
I like all the actors in it. I think they did a great job. I don't know. I just don't like it. And I just don't like, but then
it's not the same. It's not like we're used to seeing musicals
like Rodgers
like
and
that.
Hammerstein,
right? Like in
Oklahoma
the theater,
and yeah. like real musical theater. And that's just a different, I guess I just need to, Mr. Big thinks I just need to watch it a couple more times and I'll fall in love with it.
Listen to the soundtrack for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I will. I'll give it another try. Anyway, what were we talking about? Got so
Marvel
off topic.
news.
Yeah, Marvel news.
That's it. And that's your Marvel news.
Yeah. So what do you got for us this week, lady?
It's my week. I am going to say to you before I start, you'll be very proud of me. Very proud of me. I only have 4 pages today. Yep.
She's all grown up.
I'm all grown up. I am so freaking proud of myself. I was texting these girls throughout the day. I'm like, I'm almost done and I'm only on page 3. My goals. Yes. My goals were for this episode. My goals were to keep it under 5 pages, which I did. And to keep actual recording session down to an hour and a half, which we're already at an hour 10 at this point. So that's gonna happen. Our episode will most definitely be under an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
not our recording session.
But we've been talking, because like I said, life, we got to catch up.
Well, and it's so hard sometimes to like catch up over text because like something that could take like 10 minutes in person will take an hour over text.
Right.
So you save it. Like I was telling them about my kids in school. Like that was not a text worthy.
That's not something you text about.
No, absolutely not.
No. All right. So this week, what if episode 6, what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark? So this episode pissed me off. I was so pissed off through the entire, it was a good episode. Not my favorite episode, but still a very good episode. But I was so pissed at every single character except Pepper Potts and Shuri. Those are the only 2 characters I was not pissed off at all. It was a love-hate relationship between the characters. I loved them and I hated them. Like, Tony Stark was a complete douchebag through the entire episode. Obviously, Killmonger was a complete douchebag. Ross was a douchebag. Obadiah is a douchebag.
Their characters are douchebags anyway.
Yeah. Even T'Chaka was a douchebag. Oh, yeah. Every man in this episode was a douchebag. They all like.
So was, what's his name? Who am I thinking of?
Rhodey. No, Rhodey wasn't a douchebag. He was probably the only man who wasn't a douchebag in this episode.
No, the other one.
Happy wasn't a douchebag either. Rhodey and Happy were the only 2 that were not douchebags.
The other guy, the one that he kills.
Which one?
Oh, Ulysses. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, he was a douchebag too.
I was going to say
he's always a douchebag. He's supposed to be a douchebag.
I was like, the one who plays Gollum.
Oh.
What the fuck is his name?
Ulysses Claw, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So this week's episode, like I said, pissed me off so fucking much. We open right away with the Watcher saying that every journey has a beginning, but change one step along the way.
Journey.
I know. I just tried to go right through that. I know. He says that every journey has a beginning, but change one step along the way and you can end up in a very different destination. But this time the Watcher is like more defined, right? He's now
so defined.
Yeah, he's colorful now. You can see him like he's just more colorful
like
and
fully,
vibrant.
Yeah.
Fully, yeah. He's very prominent.
Not like hiding.
He's not like a cloud in the sky. Like
he's not like this ominous figure. He's like there.
Yeah,
he's actually a character now, right? He's now a character, not just a narrator. He's an actual character now. So we're in Afghanistan, like in Iron Man. And Tony is riding in this armored vehicle, like in Iron Man. And the soldiers are transporting him, and they're not paying attention like in Iron Man. And this, because they're really, really starstruck, right? Because it's Tony fucking Stark, right? One soldier wants to take a picture with him and holds up peace sign, and Tony's like, no, I don't do gang signs. Which was funny. And then whoop-how, they get attacked. The soldiers are getting capped off left and right with gunfire and bombings. Then Tony, he gets out of the vehicle to find safety. And he sees that a Stark Industries rocket landed right next to him. And then all of a sudden, Killmonger appears and throws the rocket away, and it explodes midair. This just ensures Tony's safety, you know? Thus, the title of this week's episode, What If Killmonger Rescued Tony Stark? So there's your Nexus event right there.
Bam.
Eric Stevens, or Killmonger, then tells Tony to move because the 10 rings have reinforcements coming, and then 23 skidoo, they're gone. Okay, if our theory is correct, shit's about to hit the fan, which it kind of does, right?
It did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, update on that, on our theory from last week that the Watcher is really orchestrating all of this or has something to do with this. Guess what? Which one of our favorite TikTokers agrees with us?
Straw
Straw
Hat.
Hat Goofy.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. I saw it today. He totally agrees with us. He's like, yeah, this dude has something to fucking do with it, right?
See?
So, and yeah.
We weren't out in left field.
No, we
Right.
weren't out. No, we're there because that guy knows his shit, right?
Yeah, we like him.
The Watcher then again shows up to tell us that heroes are not born. They are forged in darkness. But since Tony never saw the darkness, we never get Iron Man, right? As a reminder, we are then shown a montage. The first of many montages in this episode. There were so many. And this montage is basically Tony Stark's entire storyline in the MCU of what could have been, right? Of what has been, but just to remind us what we're missing out on, right? And then now we're at a press conference, and Tony is basically being a smug asshole, being a complete douchebag. Classic Tony Stark.
I was like, he's just being himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. And it's even worse now because he's never even had a chance to like stare death in the face, you know, like he's never,
Right.
he didn't find the humility. He never learned his lesson, right?
Right.
Tony's being asked questions about Afghanistan, and he's crediting Eric with saving his life and publicly gives him the job title of Chief Security Officer.
And Happy's fucking crushed.
He's
Yeah.
crushed. He's like, that was my promotion. Poor thing. Poor Happy.
Well, did you see who one of the reporters was?
Yes.
Kristen Everhart.
Yep.
Man, they are consistent. I'll tell
Yes.
you that. Consistency is key with MCU.
Yeah.
So Everhart questions Eric's motives. Like, she's getting down and dirty. She's like, why were you even in Afghanistan? And Tony, you like my vocal fry? My Valley girl. Why were you even in Afghanistan? Tony's like, dude, he saved my life. That's why he was that's why he was there. Duh, to
Right.
save
He was
me.
supposed to be there.
Right.
That's
And
his Nexus event. He was supposed to be there.
I guess so. I guess so. Then Kristen asks if he had advanced knowledge, and Killmonger says, as a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I did. And then he proceeds to completely expose Obadiah and all of his plans with the 10 rings to assassinate Tony. And Tony's like, what the fuck? And they cart Obadiah away. He's like, we could talk this out. We could talk this through. We could work this out. He's like, fuck you. Get him out of here.
And then Happy punches him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy punches him. He's like, I never liked that guy.
So, okay, as in, what they referenced in last week's episode about Happy's boxing skills.
Yeah.
We actually saw it in real life.
In action.
There we go.
At a party, Tony and Eric are drinking to celebrate. I wasn't quite clear as to what they were celebrating. Were they celebrating the fact that they're alive? Were they celebrating the fact that they caught Obadiah? Were they maybe they had a lot to celebrate? Yeah,
all the above. He becoming the his chief bodyguard, head of security.
Maybe, yeah.
Had all those like 3 things to celebrate.
Well, he doesn't. I mean, Tony's an alcoholic. He doesn't need reason to celebrate.
I was just going to say, he celebrates just to celebrate.
He celebrates just
himself.
Breathing. Yes. Yeah. So they're at this party and they're celebrating. And then Tony gives Eric Obadiah's position and makes him the new COO of Stark Industries. Like, dude, all you got to do is be your friend and you got a job. Okay. And Pepper's
and then Pepper's looking like, what did he say?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yes.
She goes to Happy. What did he say?
That's perfect. Clearly, she does not agree with it because clearly.
No.
And Eric is apprehensive as well, though. I mean, he's like, I'm a soldier. I'm not a businessman.
He's like, wait, what?
Yeah. He's like, I don't know how to do this job. And Tony's like, that's why it's awesome. And we could be like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, to which Pepper reminds him they die at the end of that movie. So, he's like, whatever. Tony doesn't care. And he ends up talking Eric into taking on the COO position. And then they cheers to a new promotion as Pepper walks away. She meets Rhodey in a private room. And they're talking about...
Which is Don Cheadle looking version of Rhodey.
Yes. Okay.
Not Terrence Howard like Terrence Howard was in the first movie.
Okay.
So I think they're kind of like totally erasing him. What?
Yeah. Well, just like they totally erased Ed Norton too, right?
Well, yeah. Yes, exactly.
So Pepper and Rhodey are talking about Eric, and she's really leery of him, like super big time, right? Rhodey goes on to tell her that Killmonger, or Eric, graduated from Annapolis at 19, MIT a year later, and that he made a name for himself with the Navy SEALs as an elite squad specializing in high target wet work. WETWORK, wet work. We, along with Pepper, are all curious as to what the hell high target wet work is. And Rhodey, right when I'm like, I asked Mr. Big, what's wet work? Rhodey says assassination. Like, thanks, Rhodey, for answering my question.
There you go.
Never knew that. I don't know if that's true because I did not look into it, but I'll take it as fact.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I trust him.
So on paper, yeah, makes sense. So on paper, Eric looks like an up and up character. So Rhodey's like, what's,
there's got to be something.
Right. Rhodey's like, what's your beef with him? I mean, he looks perfect, and she's like,
too perfect.
Right. That's exactly what it is. She's like, he's just too perfect. There are a lot of people that want to get to Tony that have an agenda. Everybody has an agenda. And he's too perfect. And it's my job to keep those people away from him. And the fact that Eric looks clean, smells clean, sounds clean is highly suspicious.
Smells fishy.
Smells fishy. Yes. The next scene, Eric and Tony are in the garage and Tony is showing off everything that he's built except for the Lamborghini, which he did not build, a 3D printer build. Okay, dude. The fact that I don't know, just the dude has money. The dude has fucking money. Douchey. Except for the Lambo over there. Like, shut up, dude. You want to build me a Lambo? You could build me a Lambo. 3D printer Lambo. I don't care. I'll take it. don't. Oh, anyway. So you tell me that you grew up struggling with money without telling me you grew up struggling with money.
I'll go first.
Me complaining about how ignorant rich people are about their money is probably your first clue.
Wait, our families took road trips in station wagons.
Only in the Midwest.
Only in the Midwest.
Where they could drive.
Wisconsin, Michigan, or Indiana. That was it.
Yep.
Maybe Ohio if they got ballsy.
Yep. So anyway, they're in the garage and they have this heartfelt conversation about their dads. And Eric quotes Howard Stark saying, "What was it that your dad used to say? Peace means having a bigger stick than the other guy." Ugh, whatever. Yeah, just douchebags left and right. And then Eric explains that his dad died while he was young due to gang violence. Eric goes on to tell Tony about his doctoral thesis where he developed plans for an automated combat drone and its plans to make human soldiers obsolete, but he could never crack into the interface. So Tony's like, let's get to work. Let's make your science project, your dream come true, you know? So they start developing this combat drone. Then we get another montage. Here we go. We get another montage of them working on the project, lots of trial and error. And then they come up with an idea to use vibranium, which Killmonger just so happens to have some.
How convenient.
How convenient.
Yeah, right?
And Eric shows Tony his father's ring. And this just changes the whole game completely. But
that's another thing where Tony's like, what did he say?
Right.
Like the look on his face was like, what?
He's like, hubba what? Yeah.
Awooga.
He's like, vibranium? I thought that shit was obsolete since the war. Like, yeah.
Hey, my dad just used the whole thing. Like, and, Ultron says, the most sustainable metal on the planet, and they use it for Frisbee.
Yes. It's awesome. But where do they get the vibranium is the question. And Tony says, I got a guy. Of course he has a guy because he's a billionaire.
So when they're going through the different designs, Killmonger, it looks like anime, kind of like the costumes and stuff.
Okay.
And Tony mentions that. Yeah. And so the line was likely inspired by Michael B. Jordan because of his own interests in the Japanese animation. Mm-hmm. And so like Killmonger's MCU costume is based on Vegeta, Vegeta, Saiyan, Saiyan armor from Dragon Ball Z.
Listen, girl, so, I know nothing about anime.
I know nothing. Like zero.
Nothing. But I guess Jordan has spoken of his love for Naruto, Attack on Titan, and other anime comics.
Right. Well, you go, Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
Ulysses Claw, which is played by Andy Serkis. I believe it was Andy Serkis who did his voice in the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andy Claw. Well, we don't meet Andy Claw, but we're going to talk about
Ulysses Claw.
What did I say? Andy Serkis, Ulysses Claw. Man, whatevs. I'm riding this coaster of coolness that we've had today after this week. I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to keep that shit in. No, I'm not. I'm cutting it out. We're about to talk about Ulysses Claw. Pepper is totally against getting Ulysses Claw to help them out. He's a black market arms dealer, and Stark Industries is not in the business of fraternizing with black market arms dealers. And to Pepper's surprise, Eric agrees with her. And she's like, what? Are you feeling well? Like he has not won her over. He never, for the record, he never wins her over.
No, she's been sus this entire time.
Did we go back to when he was talking about the arc reactor? Or is that coming up?
I didn't put that in.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It was right before the vibranium. Before
yeah,
they figured
so
out.
like he's, thinking of, doing how he's trying to considering
How to power the drones.
All the drones, and he's talking about a miniaturized arc reactor, and then he was like, no, that's dumb. Idea. Move along. And it's like, really?
It's like that's
totally worked, and
that's how you stayed alive.
Forever. Yeah, right. That saved your life.
Saved your life.
Exactly. But just how like he totally had bypassed it in this reality.
Right. So Eric thinks that they need some kind of diplomatic cover. Tony comes up with the bright idea of sending Rhodey, right? Perfect idea. Because he's U.S. Air Force and Stark Industries military liaison. So who better to talk to Claw than Rhodey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we jump to a salvage yard on the African coast. And here we see Rhodey with Ulysses Claw. Rhodey just wants the vibranium, but Claw, he's just talking. It reminded me of myself when I get stressed. You know how I get when I get stressed out? And I just don't shut the fuck up. And you guys are like, shut the fuck up. Like your eyeballs bug out of your head. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm really stressed and I really can't stop talking. And blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's how he was. And they're just like, shut the fuck up. I just want the goods. Just bring me the vibranium. Finally, Claw shows Rhodey all this shit ton of vibranium. And Rhodey's like, where the hell did you get all this? All of a sudden, there's a security breach. Of course, there's a security breach. You don't trust fucking Ulysses Claw to have his shit together.
Nope.
So there's a breach in security, and it is Black Panther came back, T'Challa himself.
So, like, I really feel like they're really fucking with our emotions.
Yes, they are.
Right?
Like,
yep.
I'm not mentally stable enough. Especially because, like, I watch it much later than you ladies. So, like, after, like, a full day of adulting and a full night of being mother.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mentally stable enough to handle a whole lot in the evenings.
Right. I get it.
So, like, the third, like, I thought he was gone again. Like, done. Like, how many times, R.I.P., like, how many times are we going to fucking, like,
I think
rip it out?
Another 3 times after this.
It happened in real life. And now this is his third appearance in What If. Like,
well,
and
every time he's on, he has something prolific to say.
Yes.
They give him all the prolifics. Yes.
Then don't kill him off.
Well, we're going to get there, but you're going to be very disappointed. It's Black Panther. He comes back for the vibranium that was taken. There's lots of gunfire and lots of Black Panther kicking ass. When Black Panther gets to Rhodey, he's like, this has nothing to do with you. I just want the vibranium so I could take it back to Wakanda. Then Fearmonger shows up, blasting Tony's sonic taser, killing. We never brought that up. I never brought that up. Shit. Well, we're adding it now. When they were in, let's rewind. When they were in the garage, like talking about their dads, he was playing with Tony's sonic taser. So.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention that earlier, but now we're all up to speed. So Fearmonger shows up. Go ahead.
Fearmonger.
You know, Killmonger, dear.
Yeah. You keep saying Fearmonger.
Do I keep saying it? Or
well, just now.
Just now. Okay, thank God. Because
twice. That's why I was like, what?
Okay.
I was like, wait, what?
Killmonger. Why do I have Fearmonger?
I was like, I was like, who's Fearmonger? Did I miss something?
Are we?
No. I knew it was Killmonger.
Those are those, far and few between things that keep popping up in our TikTok algorithm.
That too. So
Killmonger.
Killmonger. Got it. It was I wrote Fearmonger on here, but not always. I do refer to him as Killmonger. Okay. I know it's Killmonger.
Well, you've been calling him Eric, which is totally fine.
Which is fine. Yeah, I call him
then,
Eric through most of this.
Started calling
Go back to calling him Eric.
Fearmonger.
So Killmonger with a K. Killmonger shows up blasting Tony's sonic taser, and I'm sorry, ladies, but he does kill Black Panther.
Again. Again. He didn't kill him again, but he's dead again.
Yeah.
I can't take much more of this.
So the sonic taser is what Obadiah Stane tortured Tony Stark with in Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously this version is more souped up.
Yeah. Because,
more lethal.
Obviously, it killed Black Panther. And it brings Rhodey to his knees. Rhodey asked Eric why he's doing this. And Eric says, better question. Why do you wear the uniform of your oppressors? Rhodey responds with, dude, listen, kid, you need to be part of the system to break the system. Mm-hmm. And Eric's like, nope.
Fuck that.
You got to burn it down. And then he proceeds to kill Rhodey too. That's
poor Rhodey.
Yeah, he kills him. And then he puts the sonic taser in his hand and to set him up, right? This guy fucking
had to make it look like he did it.
Right. So Claw's impressed by Killmonger. See, right here I have Killmonger. My notes, Killmonger. It was just the one time. So Claw is impressed by Killmonger's predicted turn of events. He's like, it happened exactly the way you said it would, And they scurry off to load the vibranium before the Dora Milaje show up, because they're definitely going to be there soon, because their king or their prince is now dead. We get another montage. We're keeping count. That is montage number 3. And it's a montage of Rhodey's casket darned with the American flag, and T'Challa's casket with Wakanda Forever written on there, but in their native alphabet. Our next scene, Tony's watching the UN General Assembly meeting on TV. They're discussing the fact that Stark Industries is implicated in the death of T'Challa. And then Eric shows up and gives Tony a Wakandan spear from the Dora Milaje. But Tony's like so incredibly pissed. So pissed. Eric says that they need to show the world who's boss. And Tony is like totally irate. He is so pissed off about Eric's betrayal. Why is he pissed off about Eric? How does he know about it? Well, because Jarvis records everything and he saw everything, and he knows it was indeed Eric who did all the killing, who created this entire clusterfuck.
So how Jarvis recorded the holographic replay was the same technology that was used in Iron Man 3 to recreate the crime scene of the deadly theater bombing.
Very good. So Tony, he has video proof because Jarvis recorded it. And he wants justice.
Who was voiced by Paul Bettany.
Yes, my boyfriend.
Little, but
yes. He got a credit enough to be like the 3rd or 4th name on the credits. So so he wants Killmonger dead, So Tony's like super pissed. While Killmonger is off killing T'Challa and Rhodey, Tony perfected the automated combat drone with the vibranium that Eric gave him from his ring. So he unleashes this drone on Eric. And as Eric and the drone are going at it, the drone rips off Eric's shirt to show all of his kill scars, which there's a lot. But then Killmonger grabs the spear and just disables the drone. He hits him right in, like, I don't know, the motherboard, like wherever
source or whatever.
His core source, yeah. He then throws a spear at Tony, and it hits Tony. Tony's laying there, or like pinned against the wall, dying. And Eric explains that each one of his scars represents each one of his kills. And there are a lot of scars. Hundreds, thousands. Yeah. Eric then twists the spear and finishes off Tony. And then, yeah, dude, how many times does this dude need to die too, right?
Yeah, it's like 4 times. I mean, he died in the real timeline and then 3 times already in these alternate timelines. Every time we've seen him in these alternate realities, he's died.
Well, it goes back to the whole thing about, you know, an absolute point in time.
Yeah.
You know,
he's
his
meant to die.
Death, yeah, he's his destiny is to die because it, you know, no matter the timeline, the one thing that isn't changed is him dying.
That makes absolute sense. Yeah, absolute sense. I didn't even think about that. Very good. Yes, absolutely. After Killmonger kills Tony, he marks another scar on his chest. Motherfucker. Ugh. God. So the Watcher then appears right before we cut to the next scene where Tony's body is being taken away in a body bag. General Ross is explaining what killed him was a Wakandan spear, and he thinks it was a hit job. Now, Lieutenant Ross is declaring war over fucking Tony Stark. Really? You're going to go to war with a country
over Playboy Tony Stark?
Over a douchebag who has lots of money? Yeah, granted, he was making lots of weapons for you, but dude, really? Not even, no mention of Rhodey. No fucking mention of Rhodey. Whatever. So Eric, this weasel, this motherfucker, he's there along with Pepper and Happy. And they're all talking about the fact that they didn't capture Tony's murderer on camera because Jarvis was conveniently wiped clean.
Yeah, Pepper doesn't buy that at all.
No, Pepper suspects Eric. And he's like, you got a problem with that? What are you suspecting? So, yeah. So Pepper, obviously, she's very sus. She's like, this guy, no way. 3 murders in 2 days. And you're at the center of it all.
Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Please. She could put 2 and 2 together. And in true military fashion, Ross dismisses Pepper and dismisses her accusations because, you know, Eric is a highly decorated soldier.
And she's a woman.
Yeah. Did you not get that feeling through this entire fucking episode?
Absolutely.
Every woman got dismissed. The 2 smartest women in this episode.
Find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. But Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Eric's like, give her some slack. She was close to Mr. Stark. Like, fucker, what the fuck are you implying? At this point,
it's like being out like, well, she's a woman. She's emotional. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's what it was, that impression.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, it's that time of the month for her.
Motherfucker. I hate it when people use, oh, Jesus. Don't even get me. I'm gonna get pissed off and start burning my bras. You got to knock it off. No.
Yeah, we can get into the whole, like,
we can get into
episode of this. This is not good.
Yeah, no, the misogyny, no. We just got to focus, get through. Okay. I'm already past my hour and a half goal. So blew that goal, whatever. All right. So Eric then asks Ross what the next move is. And of course, he jumps right to war. This is war. Dumb fucking men. This is war. Especially toxically masculine men, which is Ross all over. I get so fucking frustrated. Anyway, Ross orders that drones go into mass production. Pepper's like, oh, no. We are not in the market for that. And he's like, tough shit. due to the Patriot Act, we're taking control of Stark Industries. Seriously, remember, all of this war on Wakanda is because a billionaire playboy died. Granted, every human life has a purpose, but you don't go to war over over a billionaire douchebag playboy. Seriously. Right. You go to war over other things. You know, like, but seriously, whatever. Ross, you suck. Plus, doesn't the president have to give that okay? Like
apparently not.
So
not in this universe.
Yeah, not in this reality.
Yep.
No. So we are counting, I think, our fourth and final montage of this episode. And the montages of the drones being built. Actually, to be honest, imagine if we didn't have the montages. Then this episode would have been 2 hours long. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Something closer to as long as our actual podcast episodes. Huh. Maybe we should have montages of our podcast. Just little blips of us going. Fast forward. Never mind. Bad idea. I'll file that in the junk pile. All right. We now have our fourth montage of the drones being built. Said that already. Okay. Ross congratulates Killmonger for inventing the 21st century warfare. Like, seriously, why did your daughter even love you? Because you fucking suck. Pepper and Happy are observing this catastrophe, and they're just pissed off. And there's not a goddamn thing they can do about it. They're just like, what the fuck? Planes land in Africa, and Killmonger, along with all the drones, exit the planes. Meanwhile, it's your boy, Ulysses Claw. He's there. He's happy as can be. He's like, oh, my vibranium's being put to good use. Oh,
my precious.
Yes.
Oh my God, that would have been fucking awesome if you said that.
That would have been fucking awesome. Claw then, he takes Eric to the Wakandan force field, or, you know, whatever the thing's called. I have a name for it later on, but I forgot, and I don't want to look through my notes. So, but it's the force field.
Yeah.
And he says Wakandans are full of surprises. And Eric gets out of the car to go look at the force field. Claw's like, dude, hurry it up, because
we don't want to do.
Yeah, he's like, you need to hurry up. You don't want to be killed by those Wakandan savages. Motherfucker went there.
Of course he did. He's an ass.
Yes. He's a douche. This is the douchebag episode. Eric then walks up to Claw and he says, you know what? You're right. Wakandans are full of surprises. And he just fucking shoots him in the head. He just shoots him. Good. I'm glad. Motherfucker talked too much. I know I talk too much, but at least I'm funny. I'm not. Well, no, I don't know if I'm funny. I'm probably more annoying. And I apologize for that, but it is what it is. Just like I tell my husband, you married it. You knew what you were getting into. Ladies, you became my friend. You knew what you were getting into. You knew.
True.
We then see Killmonger walking with Claw's body. He's walking through the African desert where he meets the Dora Milaje. He drops Claw at their feet and says that he came with an offering of justice. He notifies them that I've been practicing this. Let's hope I don't fuck it up. He notifies them that he's Njadaka. Fuck. I want to do it justice. I don't want to fuck it up. He notifies them that he's Njadaka's son, Prince Njobu, and shows them his Wakandan lip tattoo, the glow-in-the-dark one. Okay, next scene. Queen Ramonda. She's like, what the fuck is happening? Njobu didn't have any kids. And King T'Chaka is like, yeah, about that. may have lied just a little bit. She's like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, Shuri, she's over here. She's like, we can't trust this motherfucker. He's still an American. Even though he's from here, he has Wakandan blood. He was born and raised, and those Americans are fucking shifty. We shouldn't be trusting him. And he's basically warped by America.
Gee, thanks, Siri.
Well, she's kind of...
I was like, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Well, I know, but...
I mean, I
low
would...
blow.
Hey, come on. Current state of affairs, would you rather be a Wakandan right now, or would you rather be an American?
True.
Come on. Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Eric defends himself by arguing that Wakandans are his people. And he brought the dead body of a man who stole their vibranium as proof of his loyalty. T'Chaka's like, you have eyes like your father. Good enough for me. You check out. Like, seriously.
Right. I'm so proud of you. You're good.
The vetting process, please.
Fucking men. Meanwhile, we got the Queen and Shuri over here, like, giving them, daggers with their eyeballs. They have the red flaming eyes, and they're like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Real?
Right. They're like, yeah, no, you're a fucking idiot. This dude is shifty as all hell. Eric then goes on to tell them how America is declaring war, and he tells them about the drones. All right. So now he's stirring the fucking pot, this dickwad. In a briefing room, Killmonger is then telling the royal family in Okoye about the drones. Okoye's like, please, bitch, please. We could attack them in the morning and be home by lunch. She's like, please, it's made by Americans. They're fucking idiots. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. But Shuri, she's like super worried. She's like, we can't trust. How can we trust you? What the hell's going on? She's just a big worrywart, which I get. I totally get. Eric comes up with this grandioso plan to let them in the force shield. That's the word, force shield. That's what they called it, the force shield. Then quickly put the force shield back up in order to cut off communication with the Americans, and then just destroy the drones. That way, the Americans will have no more vibranium, and they can't make any more drones. And they can consider it payback for killing their son. Whatever, dude. You're a fucking murderer. You're a Killmonger. Well, obviously, he's a Killmonger, right? He's just a sneaky bastard.
He is. Well, he's living up to his name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really is. He is. He's just making everybody, he's a narc. What did TikTok teach us? Is that a narcissist where they make everybody around them love them, and then they go in for the...
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But let me tell you how Shuri has got his number. She has him totally figured out. She's like, we can't trust this motherfucker. And Eric, he's like, listen, I know what it's like to lose someone and want payback. Then he goes on to say, these people murdered T'Challa. Even if there's a small chance that I am legit, wouldn't it be worth taking the chance? And then T'Chaka, now this was the big what moment for me, because I'm an idiot. Remember, my role, village idiot. Then T'Chaka asks Queen Ramonda, asks her, what say you, General? Now, was she a general in Black Panther? Did I miss that?
I don't think so, because in this timeline, she also fights, and she didn't fight in Black Panther.
Maybe because T'Chaka's still alive.
Okay, can we talk about the patriarchy in this fucking episode? Making the women go out and fight while they're just standing up there like, And then, well, we'll get to it.
Because they're the only ones who get shit done. That's why.
You know what? To be honest, you're right. You're right. What we all do in a day, I'd be surprised to see any man take care of what the fuck we all take care of. You with your dad.
Amen to that.
You with your kid and your husband. Me with my husband and my kids. Like, we have a lot to do. And you two work. And you work. And you have to do all your other things that you need to do on top of that. Like, seriously. Women are multitaskers and we get shit done. You know why? I know why. Because we're list makers. We have lists in our purse. That's why. No
or
shit.
Just like stored in the repository of our brains.
Mm-hmm. We are. We're list. We like to, because as we've said many times before, one of the best feelings in the world is finishing your list, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyway, the men in this episode piss me off. That should be the subtitle. Ugh, men.
Yes.
Except for, isn't most of our listeners men?
No, not anymore. Let me go look real quick.
Yeah. You're right. I think we changed the demographic.
We changed the demographic finally. I believe we are now more women, but we are getting a following in Great Britain. Hoi polloi. What do they say in Great Britain? Hi.
I have no idea.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Look what ignorant fucks we are. Seriously? They're probably like, oh, it's nothing like that. Jeez. All right, let me see here. We are up to 7% United Kingdom, 90% United States, and all less than 1% Germany. Ooh, that's fun. That's where my husband and his whole family are from, Germany. So,
I wonder how we're translated in German, or if it's just in English.
It's all in English. It's all in English, yeah. Because I didn't do I don't think we could. So anyway, our demographic, we are officially more than half female, ladies, 52%.
So yes, men.
Yeah, men. Yeah. Okay. We cut to a close-up of Queen Ramonda and the Dora Milaje. They are ready for battle. They chant for T'Challa and wait. Then, after a few beats, they see a faint glow of red lights coming closer and closer. And just as planned, they let the drones in the force shield. Then the force shield went back up and Americans lost contact with the drones. The drones shut down. This shifty ass motherfucker Eric, Killmonger, if you will, secretly pushed a clicker. And the drones
it's like a fucking car clicker too.
It's like a garage door opener.
Yes, I was just gonna say it's a garage door opener.
It's a magic genie. Which for those out in Great Britain, Magic Genie is a brand of garage door opener for us. Now that I know that we have like 2 listeners from Great Britain, I feel like I wish they would email us and tell us like the secrets of Great Britain. You know, like enlighten us. We don't say pip pip cheerio. We don't. Do you
Grey Poupon?
Grey Poop. Yes. Do you guys use Grey Poupon on everything? How we use yellow mustard?
Or is that just a generalization that us Americans have view?
I think that's just I think that's an American thing. Do you guys really truly put vinegar on everything? That's what I want to know. Do they put vinegar on everything?
On chips.
I can't stand. I liked it at first, but then my lips started to burn because there was too much vinegar. Trick the princess. Vinegar and salt chips all day. That girl. She'll have sores on the corner of her mouth, burning from all the vinegar she has ingested. This girl. She will not stop. She don't care. She does not care. She's like, I need more vinegar. She loves vinegar, the raspberry vinaigrette from what do you call it?
I do too.
She loves it from Luminati's. She loves it. We buy her own salad so she could just use the vinaigrette. She's 7. I don't know. This girl eats anything. I'm so happy that she eats anything, but my word. Very adult taste for 7. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, he has like this garage door clicker, right? And he secretly pushes it and all the drones start running up again, which, you know, Shuri and T'Chaka are like, what the fuck is going on?
She's like, I knew it wasn't going to work.
Yeah. She's like, this is just terrible, right? She's like, we're doomed. So this motherfucker tells Shuri and T'Chaka that Tony Stark must have built a backup transmitter. That's why the drones are back online. What the fuck? And you know, Shuri's
how
like,
fucking convenient. This asshole blames fucking everybody. Like, it's just so convenient.
You know what he
like,
reminds me of?
Oh, well.
He reminds me of one of these characters in one of our like true crime podcasts. Like, was it like what's that one with the doctor? Dr. Death. Like that guy, like everything was everybody else's fault, but he just so conveniently happened to be everywhere, you know? That's what this reminds. Just narcissistic, really, truly, right? So the Dora Milaje, they proceed to just kick the drone's ass. And then out of nowhere, Eric jumps on a fucking rhino and says, Wakanda forever! Yeah, right, motherfucker. Whatever. You go in after the fact when these ladies have most of these drones fucking down. You go in to just reap all the glory. Whatever. I mean, he does kill a few drones, but still. First of all, he set this whole motherfucking thing up. Then he lets them kill most of them, and he goes in for the final shot and reaps all the glory, you know? Whatever. So I'm just really pissed at this point. Can you tell? Can you tell about this? I'm pissed at this sneaky little bastard. Sweet Jesus. Everybody around him, except for the women, are fucking dumb. I have this in my notes. That is a true note. Everybody around this man, except for the women, are fucking dumb. Ah! Anyway, Wakanda proceeds to kick the drone's ass and they destroy all of them, which is nice. Over in America, poor Ross. Wah, he's all upset. He's upset because the mission was botched. You know, you fucked up, dude. You fucked around and you got found played. Out. He did.
You got played.
Completely. So the next scene is Eric. He was watching the sunset with King T'Chaka. Eric tells T'Chaka that he's a loyal servant of Wakanda and asks him if he could be of service to Wakanda. As he's kneeling down, he turns his head and he kind of chuckles, motherfucker. He chuckles because he knows he's about to play King T'Chaka. And T'Chaka, I mean, think about it. He's grieving the loss of his son. He wants to fill that void. And lo and behold, his long lost nephew comes along and maybe this will fill the void. And he just wants him to not replace, but fill that void, right? So he's gonna agree and he's going to, you know, take his word for every single time, right? So T'Chaka is like, sure. You seem legit, because he gives that motherfucker in the very next scene, he gives him the purple hallucinogenic juice to drink to become Black Panther. Oh, God, it pisses me off. Motherfucker always pisses me off. Anyway, Eric sees T'Challa in his hallucination. And T'Challa is like, was it worth it? You know, and Eric is like, well, dude, I had to do what I had to do, dipshit. So, you know, no skin off my back. T'Challa says, for what? A throne? Eric says, vengeance for my father. Ooh, it was good. That was some good voice acting there. Eric then goes on to accuse T'Challa of sitting on his ass as his brothers and sisters were being oppressed. T'Challa asks that if he believed that the cure for human suffering is more suffering. Eric then responds with, the cure is power and now I have it. Oh man, that's not good. T'Challa warns him that because he stole the power, power unearned can be a very volatile force. It'll get the best of him eventually, in life or in death. We cut to Ross and Pepper, and a propaganda poster of Tony that reads, only you can avenge Tony Stark, is being hung up, and Ross shares that destroyers are circling the African coast and that he wants all Jericho missiles locked and loaded by 0600 hours. And of course, Pepper is like, with all due respect, sir, that's a lot of firepower for one country that most people can't even find on a map. And this dick nut Ross, of course, he says, by tomorrow they won't need to. Blah, blah, blah. I have a micro penis. Wah, wah, wah.
So going back to when Killmonger and T'Challa were talking.
Yeah.
The white, how Black Panther or OG Black Panther is dressed in a white ceremonial outfit is almost identical to what he was wearing in the movie when he was visiting the ancestral plane himself.
Oh, that's nice.
Even though he was on the other side of the conversation back then.
Right.
And so, and then going back to how you were saying with the poster, that, you know, even though Tony never became Iron Man in this reality or helped the Avengers, it says, you know, for the American people to avenge Tony Stark's death. And it mirrors like the MCU narrative where we know, you know, Tony once promised if he couldn't save the world, he damn sure would avenge it. Yeah. So now his colleagues are now asking like the public to avenge him.
Very good observation, Alyssa. Very nice.
Thank you.
So Pepper walks into her office and she's just disgusted and stressed out. She's like, Jesus fucking Christ, this dude's going to give me a heart attack. What a douchebag. You could tell she's just so sick of assholes telling her that her ideas suck, you know, just like every other woman, you know, on earth. She walks in her office and there's Shuri. Shuri explains that they have the same enemy and presents her with a report on Eric Killmonger Stevens. Pepper's like, I knew he killed Tony.
I knew it.
And your brother? And she's like, oh my God. They agree that both Wakanda and America, they just refuse to see the evil that is truly to blame. And so the two will work together to open their eyes to the evil that is Killmonger. We then see the Watcher. I think he's appeared like 3 or 4. I think this is the 3rd time he's appeared in this episode. We then see 4th time, I think. I don't know. He's appeared a lot in this episode. We then see the Watcher saying, heroes are never really gone. They live forever, as do the ones they inspire to carry on the fight. And that is the end of the episode.
Bravo.
Woo-hoo. Thanks.
Good job, Nikki. Good job.
Thanks. Changes, the whole thing is one big different change. Like I don't know why I keep pushing the stupid changes segment because it's all different.
Yeah.
But the one that really
we thought it was gonna be, more parallel.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like as it goes on, it is not parallel. There's some parallels. Maybe we should have a new segment called Parallels, but yeah. But yeah,
I mean, it was like in the beginning, like it was pretty much like spot on from Iron Man, the first one,
right?
But
and then
everything else changes.
And what do you guys, the Nexus event obviously is Killmonger actually saving Tony.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then, do you have any questions for clarity?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right. Theories. I have a new theory.
Okay.
I do. Okay. So each episode seems to be ending in a disaster, right? So Ego.
And the fucking cliffhanger.
Every single episode ends in a cliffhanger. Every single one. I'm not even like the only one that really got me was the zombie one because I really want a part 2 of the zombies. Like I really I want to see if Thanos gets that 6th stone. I want to see where.
Well, I want to find if they get a cure.
Right. So anyway, so like in episode 2, Ego got his hands on Peter at the end of episode 2. So essentially that's letting Ego take over the universe, basically. And then Loki took over Earth at the end of episode 3. Strange completely destroys his universe in episode 4. Zombie Thanos has 5 of the Infinity Stones, and he's going to probably get the 6th one in episode 5. And then Killmonger becomes Black Panther at the end of this episode. Or Killmonger is like just out there, and he's Black Panther. Like, so
like all the hero or all the villains are winning in these realities.
Right.
Right. But wait. So, and then, but it's also all the villains are winning. However, it's this series is giving birth to new superheroes, right? So maybe these disasters is like a perfect cocktail to bring all of these new heroes together. And the reason why the Watcher is getting so much more prominent is because he's getting more pissed off to see all of these timelines. And eventually he's going to be like, okay, I got to intervene. And he's going to bring all of these superheroes from all of these different timelines together. Because the last episode, it's no secret. We all know it's going to be about Ultron. So maybe he brings all of these heroes together to defeat Ultron.
That's a good theory.
What do you think?
I like it.
Well, that's my latest theory. And that's all she wrote. What was that?
It was Jamie's chair.
It's my chair.
It sounded like your butt. It sounded like your butt.
I feel like this chair needs oil.
All right. What do you got for us, Liz?
Find us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and Anchor. And we are also on Facebook and Instagram.
And if you'd like to shoot us an email, you can do so at americasassesgalcast@gmail.com. And there's another thing you could do for us. Could you please like us,
love us,
follow us,
rate us,
review us,
and subscribe to us?
And one more thing. I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
3,000.
Another thing I gave another try. I can't. What's that stupid show you made me watch?
Outer
Banks. Girls, seriously.
I loved it.
It's so good.
I couldn't get past the first 10 minutes of the second episode. I tried.
Oh, man.
I seriously tried. I'm like, this is stupid.
You tried.
That's okay. Jamie couldn't get through the first episode of Outlander.
What? Oh, man.
Yeah, no.
So now, Jamie, our goal is to find something stupid for Alyssa.
Yes.
As of right now, you and I have very clear tastes. Alyssa's like, I'll watch it. Okay, I dig it. I'll watch it. Okay, I dig it. She likes everything.
I know, she really does.
Although, you may not like Doctor Who if you actually ever fucking watched it. You may not like Mystery Science 3000 if you actually fucking watch it. You may not like Futurama if you actually fucking watched it, or Venture Brothers.
I've seen Futurama a couple times.
Okay. All right. I love that show. I can recite probably every episode word for word.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes.
Yeah.
But I've never watched it religiously.
Yeah, you need to watch Doctor Who. Now, sidebar, if you ran into him, I know he doesn't live anywhere near us, but like, if say you ran into him at like the Costco, would you be like, oh my God, you're Straw Hat Goofy? And then would you be like starstruck, or would you just go up and start talking to him, or what?
I would like pick his brain. I would be starstruck.
Would you?
I'd be like, hey, can you come on our podcast and like talk to us?
Wouldn't that be awesome? And teach us, like, sensei, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Because we're still learning and we need your guidance, wise one.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. That would be awesome. Do you think it would be above us to contact him?
I don't think it hurts. I mean, what is there to lose? Nothing.
Right. He could just say no, and then we're just right where we're at, right?
Yeah.
All right. Which one of us is going to do it? I can't, because I'm the type of weirdo. If I were to see him, seriously, if I were to see him, say, at the Jewel or at the Aldi's, I would not talk to him. I would low-key take pictures of him. Like,
and she'd follow him.
I
would. Down every aisle and take
you know
pictures
me,
of what he bought.
You know me and my notes. I take notes on everything, for everything. I would take notes of what the fuck he's putting in his cart. I'm weird. I'm terrible.
You're such a creeper.
I am a creeper. And it's not that the amount of well-named people or well-known people that I have worked with and I have met, I have been very quiet and very awkward in front of every last one of them. Every last one of them. I'm terrible at meeting famous people. I'm like, Well, it's like,
well, what do you do? How do you talk to them? What do you talk to them about?
Right.
Like, how's your day? Like,
man, when we met John Carpenter, I was just so starstruck. And my husband, who you guys know, is quiet. He doesn't talk unless he has something to say. He is the king of memes. He will send you a meme that will make you laugh for ages, but he will never say the joke to you. Like, he's just a quiet man. When he talks, he has something to say, but he never talks. Me, I don't shut the fuck up. Like, obviously, we all know this. And when we met John Carpenter, I was just like quiet and just like, or Corey Feldman. We met Corey Feldman too, and we're just like quiet. We also met, I'm trying to remember his name. He played Yondu. Michael Rooker is his name.
Yes.
We met Michael Rooker, and he was flipping. He was the nicest guy. He was so nice. And I couldn't say a goddamn word. But then Mr. Big like opens up and he's Mr. Personality. It's really weird. It's really weird when all that shit happens. All right. Sorry. Sidebar over. My father woke me up and I was like maybe 13 or 14. He woke me up at like 3:00 in the morning. He's like, get up. We're going for ice cream. I'm like, we're going for ice cream? Where the hell are we going? He takes me to St. Louis and we spent the day in St. Louis.
Oh,
and then we went and saw like they have like this big 4th of July festival. So we went there and then we went to Ted Drew's frozen custard. And then we drove home. Like, it's like 6-7 hours away, something like that. I don't know how long, maybe 4 or 5 hours from here. No, it's longer than that, but it was a long drive. And that motherfucker, we drove all the way there, spent a whole day doing things him, me, and my mom. And then we drove all the way back home the same day. But that just goes to prove how fucking cheap Midwestern fathers are, because he still did not spend the night.
Drive 12 hours in a day.
Right. He'd rather drive than pay and stay somewhere.
Right. He'd rather pay the $100 in gas money than the $100 it would have spent to spend the night somewhere. 6. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
But
hey, you're lucky you didn't sleep in the car, because that would have been the next thing.
I've done that. Well, look at it. Doesn't, that blood runs really deep with the Midwestern men, because look at Mr. Big. We drive to New Hampshire every year.
17 hours
straight.
Yeah, straight through without stopping. I mean, we stop for gas, but like we don't stop for the night. He drives straight through.
Right.
Fucking crazy.
This has been America's Assist.